one and all to the K.O.E Nation, folks, for a very helpful spirits review. I am your King of Extreme Phil, K.O.E, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower, the prince and potentate of the political parlance, the lord of the Scottish Highlands. One damn handsome man, if I do say so myself. You can, of course, find me at K.O.E Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. And I am joined this evening by my indomitable broadcast partner, the one, the only,
the 14-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, the non-coppa-friendly, non-chill filtered, and quadruple distilled Tony fucking G. Like, share, subscribe, and tonight we have one I have very high hopes for. Oh,
you got high apple pie in the sky hopes. So we'll see. Woodford Reserve Double Oak, Saving Grace - Spirit World, using whiskey for good. Now, I had Tony look up what is the good that this whiskey is being used for.
There's a Spirit World in Omaha, and it says available in store now. This is a post from January 25th of this year.
Should still be there.
23. Woodford Reserve Double Oak Private Barrel, doing double duty, being good whiskey and giving back to the community. For every bottle you purchase, we are donating $15 to Saving Grace Perishable Food Rescue, taking a cue from Saving Grace's mission of rescuing perishable food from going to the landfill and getting it into the hands of the people who need it. This whiskey is also rescued. This was a private barrel allocated to another retailer that could not take it, and they decided to rescue it, raise money for Saving Grace, every dollar of which stays right here in the community.
So, interesting. So, you know, whiskey for good, that's what's good. Now, there's a reason why now that makes a lot of sense, because I bought 2 bottles of these, and it cost me $138. So it's about 70, well, not quite 70-ish, a bottle, which is about right for store pick prices. Let's be frank. That's
give or take,
about like anywhere. 50 is going to be your low end, 80 is going to be your high end. So, but let's get into this.
Not bad.
Nice. Now, Tony, you and I kind of have a history of enjoying Woodford Double Oak.
Yeah, Woodford Double Oak store picks seem to be notorious.
Yes. So this one, I'm kind of curious, like, was it so good that it just had to be saved, or was it just, hey, here's something that happens to be out there and let's grab it? Now, Spirit World doesn't put out bad store picks. I have yet to have a bad store pick from them. But being from out in the West, we make it there's so little that when I'm out there, I want to grab one of the store picks because it's usually so good. Now, to say I've been looking forward to this would be sort of an understatement.
Fair.
Because,
oh, baby. Yeah. Blackberries.
And like the sweetest cappuccino you've ever smelled. Not tasted, but the smell. But yeah, like a deep berry, like I'd almost want to say like blueberry or
this reminds me
black
like,
raspberries.
This reminds me of like a Naked Juice, the blue machine.
It reminds me a little bit of the nose of Chambord. It's a liqueur that's made from brandy and black raspberries.
That's not what I expected at all. That is a
deep, dark, like earthy sweetness.
It's like a mocha with an earthiness, yeah.
And it's all tied together with that berry that you mentioned.
Man. Oh my god, it's like a raspberry or a blueberry toaster strudel. Like the filling.
Now, I've heard some people online say banana. I'm not really.
I'm not getting banana.
I'm getting more banana bread.
Yeah.
That's the deepness. That's the deep smell, the thick smell that I'm getting is the banana bread. It's got some berries in it.
Boy.
And
this is just gonna taste awful.
It's being baked next to somebody making a really good thick cappuccino. That's what this smells like to me. Like,
I love this.
This smells like my mother's ideal Sunday morning. Okay, like baking like banana bread with some fruit in it with a very nice high-end coffee. Like that's like. So yeah, I'm sure this is gonna just be terrible when we get it on the palate.
Well, I'm ready.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh man. Oh.
A like mulberries and toast. I know that's gonna sound like a really weird place to go, but
oh man,
like that banana bread was now run through the toaster for a minute.
Man.
And the berries turn into mulberries. Now
we're starting to get the banana now on the palate. But...
we live out in the middle of nowhere in Nebraska where there's a lot of mulberries, so that's kind of not fair.
I'm getting more of the mocha now, and Nutella.
Yeah, I know a bunch of people are gonna hate that.
Oh man! Wow. Oh.
I could see where you could say Nutella.
Wow.
I have one more bottle of this sealed up. I have a feeling that Tony's going to try and do some wheeling and dealing before the night's done. But
so
not really much is written on here about anything.
No, and it upsets me because it doesn't even tell you the proof.
Oh, it's on there somewhere.
Not seeing it. No, you're going to find it.
Up 45.2 alcohol by volume.
Why did they put that? That's awkward. Usually,
but I was about to say, there's no way that they wouldn't legally allow you to sell it here in the stateside without its proof being
that's why I'm like.
Now, interesting. The double oaking, how low the proof is, but look how opaque that bottle is. Like, look how opaque that. So that's all casking. Now, T.
Or they cheated and colored it.
No, can't legally call it bourbon and do that. So that's kind of the interesting thing about bourbon is.
Where does it say bourbon? Oh, there it is. Finally, okay, on the back. What? Okay, all the store picks I've ever picked up.
Usually have a wealth of information
right here on the front. I get it. I mean,
but like that. No, just that's a general problem with Woodford's bottling. Is this is the contract with the customer.
Yeah.
This is what it is. This is proof. This is everything. This should be more prominently displayed. Now, don't get me wrong. This is handsome bottle presentation. Because I can kind of understand. Like, this is sort of like those people who buy those high-end sports cars, but then they have to put a freaking license plate on it that looks ugly as hell. Like, I totally get that. And this is kind of that sleek idea. But I do think you are correct. Somewhere on the front or even here on the neck, it should have its proof and such, but took us a minute to find it. But yes, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey that's double oaked. So, but yeah, you almost had him, T. He's like, oh. But yeah, Tony, if you were to tell me that this isn't bourbon or anything like that, it's like, you know what, Tony, if this is wrong, I don't want to be right.
That's fair. This is heavenly. That's remarkable stuff.
It's a melody of flavors that are hard to put together.
I'm ecstatic over this.
Like, this is up there. Like, with the wine, beer, and spirits, their first store pick we ever got.
Yeah. That was a peanut brittle deliciousness. This is...
To me, it's more marshmallow.
Berries and Nutella. Like, this is like if you took Nutella and spread it on a toaster strudel. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there's that bread. There is a slight baked good breadness to this, however you want to look at it.
I mean, you can call it a pie, but I'm reminded of toaster strudels and Nutella. I can't get over it. Oh.
I'm going to do it in Nutella. Man. Sorry, I've been holstering that one for years. But so, T, we now have to get to the hard part here, the grading.
Ugh.
For those who don't know, we grade on a 5-star scale. 5 meaning you have to have it before you shuffle off this mortal coil. 0 meaning pass it on by. K.O.E Nation has advised you well. So, we are going to grade this as a bourbon, as a whiskey, as a cask-aged spirit. It's shelving, and for those new to the show, the secret fifth question. So, Tony, as a bourbon, how would you grade this?
I'm just having a love affair with the nose.
It's worthy of that.
While cheating on the palate.
A love affair with the nose while cheating on the palate. I'm stealing that one. That's a great line.
Oh, this is heavenly. Unfortunately, it's only 90 proof. I'd like to see this a little higher, so... As a bourbon...
Excuse me, 90.4.
90.4, that's right.
Sheesh. God, can you imagine a double oak cask strength? Oh. That would be insanity.
So, stop. I can only handle so much, Phil. I'm gonna go with
Woodford double oak rye.
You're giving me a Woodford over here. I'm going to go 4 stars.
All right, 4 stars as a bourbon. It's so good it's giving Tony a Woodford. Okay.
Reserve yourself.
I will try. Done. So, as a bourbon, yeah, I'm gonna have to agree 4 stars because it's so good, but it's also outside of the standard bounds of bourbon that you can't give it 5.
There's going to be people that think this is disgusting, and those people are what I like to call communists.
True. This is true. This is all facts. So now we move on to whiskey.
Oh, as a whiskey, I think you kind of delve deeper into the flavor world, so 4.5.
I'm gonna go 4.25. It's excellent, but like, yeah, you're starting to get really competitive in the world of whiskey, but this is one that I could see myself reaching for often. As a cask-aged spirit, let me go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off here because this is all in the casking because it's double oaking. So as cask-aged spirit, I'm going to give this 4.5.
Being that this is a store pick, being that it's a delicious bourbon, being that it's from a store chain that we do enjoy, they're lovely store picks, and being that it's a Woodford Reserve double oak store pick in itself, and then the fact that this tastes like Nutella spread over a toaster strudel.
Bam!
5.
5 stars as cask aged. In fact, Tony, you've convinced me.
That was 5 points to make it 5 stars.
I'm moving it back up to 4.75 on that analysis alone. So, shelving tea.
This is going to go on the shelf.
Would you like it? Help yourself, T. This is cask
yeah. If I had to place this on a shelf, bottom, middle, top, I would put this on the shelf that's adjacent to my top shelf because this is special. I have yet to put up, but now I'd have a reason. I mean, there you have it.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, Tony, the secret fifth, because yeah, this will be a top shelf as well. Most Woodford double oak store picks, like a lot of bourbon snobs will turn their nose up because the proof isn't high, but this proves that you don't need proof to get flavor. Richard Patterson already proved that to us over in Scotland. There's no reason that extra casking can't do the same here in America for our amazing whiskeys. Now,
although, yeah, I probably would have given this 5 for higher. I'll be frank. This is.
Yep.
Wow.
Like if you and I were to ever try and get a Woodford double oak store pick just with like our faces on it,
man,
we'd try our damnedest to get it cast strength.
Yo,
but
yeah.
now they might even be just like, yeah, fuck you, get out of our place. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna try.
No, we're sending you home with something watered down.
I was like, but Tony, the secret fifth question, for those new to the show, is when this bottle runs out, will you seek another one? Oh, no, Tony. Yeah, when Tony leaves tonight, he's gonna be like, hey, later, Phil. Have yourself a good one. Yeah, because this is that. Now, T, turns out there's still plenty of them there. Like they had like four or 5 boxes stacked full, and then a bunch displayed all over the place. And I have a feeling you're gonna make me wait to drop this video until you've had a chance to go to Omaha.
Maybe, I don't know. That's
now the secret fifth question is: when this bottle runs empty, will I seek another one? Like I said, this did for 2 bottles did cost me 130 some odd, like $138. That ain't fucking cheap, folks. That's a lot of scratch. But I got 2 of these. One I'm gonna hold back for special occasions, and
almost got to now with these store picks from Woodford Reserve.
Yeah, whenever there's a Woodford Reserve store pick, you almost have to get 2, and even if it's just one for you, or if it's just one for you and the boys, you know what I mean? Like so. I mean, Tony might be trying to wheel and deal and like, Phil, you're gonna be back in Omaha before me. Why don't you So I could see that because these are really like when people ask like, what's your favorite whiskey under $100? And I pretty much said any Maker's Mark Private Select and any Woodford Reserve store pick.
Yeah.
Like if you can get your hands on either of them, you're gonna be well served.
Yeah.
So. Damn, Tate.
That's really good.
That is damn good. So, folks, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us here at the K.O.E. Nation for this very special review of Woodford Reserve Double Oak Saving Grace Spirit World using whiskey for good. Folks, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. I hope you will like, share, subscribe right here to the K.O.E. Nation, and I hope all of you make it back here happy, healthy, much the wiser. Tony, take it away.
Done it again, you beautiful sons of bitches.
Itself out.
Get back. Tell you what I'll do if I ever get back. I promise to refabricate you, raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost, we gotta take it down. Let you down slow, it's hard to survive. El Dorado. Oh, Lord. Well, let's see how that one went.
Yeah,